Hello, welcome to another video. So guess it's picking up from where we were. I managed to get the macro stuff I was trying to get done, and basically I've moved all the commands in the. By the way, I'm working on the opened up a lot of things. We can just close that for now. Um, Working on the Codecrafters build your own shell adventure. So I've been asked to do what the type built in, and so I realized, well, I had a real inkling. You kind of need to have to have. I've lost my words. You can't kind of need to have all your commands in an array so you can go through and see information about them. Um, so this patch is kind of just doing that. So I kind of make it so we can have dynamic arrays. Don't know if it'll be needed. Could just have a large static array of all the commands as it's built. And when you add more, you add more. And yeah, if it's not built in, it's not built in. But I decided I would do it this way. Yes, I should do that. Um, so that's just all just doing that. And I think I also kind of want to do a thing. Yeah, I kind of want to make a cleanup. And the cleanup is going to do what the exit was doing. Maybe just that. Is that all the cleanup that we need? If that is the case, maybe I just want to do that. Because what do we get there? We're like not opening anything. Here's the scope that we do anything. We are freeing the command in two places, weirdly. Um, the reason why is if we get a command, say exit, exit will be exiting, and it would be nice to free up the memory because who knows how it kind of how the cookie crumbles. Um, and like there might be other things like exec. So I do it like this. So at the moment we kind of don't do too much with the return value. But we don't need to at the moment. There has been no question, no asking to do so. But if we go and run this, we can see that you can go 2, 3, 4, 5. We can still do all of this. We can exit 4, and we can get a weird thing. Or I don't know. Weird. That'll probably not be good. So it's 4, and if we go this, we can see we got the thing that we wanted. Right. So what does it want us to do now? We want to say type. So type is going to be interesting. So maybe we use the Vim keys that I'm used to. So here we can add in a command type. It means that we well, in fact, we'll say that we have a type command that's undeclared, which kind of prompts us to make a type command. We'll do it in that order. So the type command, what have we got? We want to get an arg, so it would just be just arg equals was it read arg, and we give it the rest and the d and a pointer to the rest, and that voodoo magic just does the thing that you want to do. If we want to talk through it, the rest is at first passed as a value, and so it's just copied. The value is not in memory that this is controlled here. It's a spec. And then here, this is pointed to the memory location that is in this current scope, like this one here, which is further down in the stack than the one that's passed through into the next one by value. So it kind of means that we can mess around with this while passing it in at the same time. Voodoo magic of C. Right, so I guess let's kind of just see what so bash gives a little hey bash. Otherwise it does that, and if you give it nothing, it just does nothing. Is that because we can give it 2? Yeah, so we can give it 2. I like that idea. It's extra for experts. But yeah, type will in the future accept stuff like if we do that. Yeah, we can do stuff like that. So this is looking up a file to seeing whether it's that, and then this is looking up stuff in the dollar path env to see whether anything matches. So we would probably check the built-ins first, and then if none of the built-ins match, we would potentially see if it matches as a yeah, we would probably see if it matches as a that. Because I wonder, like, what if we have this? So I think I would have to do this. Yeah, so we might have to do a curse thing and like mod that. It doesn't do anything. But yeah, here we can see it says bashes that. And if we do that, yeah, so it's only if I give a absolute path to it. And just to get rid of that first multiple delete bash. I mean, it's never going to run it from there because it knows user bin bash is much earlier on the path, and like this isn't even on the path. But anyway, so if arg equal to null, we're just going to return. We can return 0. I can actually check error codes or anything. What if you did find something? That's like only if you don't find anything. I kind of want the code. we run the sh. But if you have something that is not, and we had this, yeah, cool. So I think that's like kind of seeing if it can like execute it. But for now, we can just do a similar loop to what we have down here, where we basically testing the command against the argument, and if if the argument Josh, I want to be up where I was here. So we would want something like this. Except instead of command, it's going to be arg, and instead of it's going to be arg. And instead of like, what are we doing here? We just want to say it is a argument, and we will continue. Though this is like, yeah, so we can actually get multiple arms we decided. So that's what we want to do. So while we can do equals all that, not equal to null, we do all of this. And so it just won't spin around at all. And it will return 0. And I guess if we just default to 0, and we can. I kind of want to give this a bit more space. So we default to 0, and then we read a bunch of stuff. And if one arg kind of want to do a free here. So here we can do a break bit beforehand. We want to do a printf of something is a shell built in. Something is a shell built in, and I believe it didn't have that here. And it was all on a new line, and yeah. And here we can do a little thing, and what is the thing that we're doing? Gets a shell built in, and so we can break out of there to say that we have found it. We haven't actually said that we found it, so but maybe I would do like built in false, and we can like it's just maybe found equals false, and at this point here we can say found equal true, and because we kind of like want to spin around this again. If not found, we're gonna do some things. Maybe we're just gonna have a fix me do things. And at which point here, we also want to just say if not found, we probably want to say printf and something not found. Is that what things do? Yeah, Bash does like a bit extra. It's like Oh my god, I'm bash. Oh my god, you're running tight. Oh my god, this is the command you want. Oh my god, it's not found. But yeah, we can do this. Believe there is a plane. That they changed the flight path to be over my new house, which I don't know. It's just something that happens. But like, I didn't really think much of it. But occasionally you hear like just a big thunder, and yeah, stuff is like shaking. It's interesting. I don't think it's an earthquake. If it's an earthquake, I'll do this. It's just a big plane. Big plane in the sky. Right, so if we didn't find it, we do that. Do that, and we finally free it, and we go around and get another one. And at the end, we would yeah, and so if we get something that isn't found, we would always just have a return of one. Oh, let's see what happens if I run this. Uh, no, I want to do this run command. So what we have? Type echo, type exit, and type. Hey, look at that! Type, um, type. Cool. Type something else, and it'll say that something else is not found. I think that's pretty legitimate. So let's add that up. So what's this doing? It's doing like a bit of things. I needed not there, there, and up here. So this is literally just adding the type command. Perfect. So we would do that, and this is just moving effect immediately. We'll do get a minute. Add type built-in. It's the built-in, not the built-in. And we can probably push that up and call that done. This is done more than that. This is so it's something I did another time. So we do compile. We shall compile. Well, I kind of want to see whether like I kind of want to see. It's a bit cheeky, but like I think that's the one I want. So if we did something like that, it says I'm on Linux. And if I test and that one, then it does. It's also on Linux. What about if I do cat etc issue? That says too much. Like I'm like, yeah, it's running in SH. So like the issue is that I kind of want this in to pick up random memory overflows. But they don't have ASAN libraries installed on their system. So I wonder actually, I could do something like this, or and I think we can do something like that. And then we can do something like that. I think that will work. So if we did that, and we can probably take out the uname, we don't really need it. So if we do that, it kind of runs. And if we do that test again, hopefully it'll just say, yep, you're good to go. Like that looks pretty good. So what I might do is add in a commit just to get get compiled essay on Codecrafters servers. That's not really that's the intent of it, but it's not really what the commit is. But that's all right. I need to get out of in visual. No, visual, visual. I'm in a mode. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, right. So now we need to do stuff when there's things in paths. So how do we get the path in C? That is a good question. We can. Is it like get env? Is that what we want? It is just get env. Returns a pointer to the string, so I assume that it'll be null. Cool, perfect. That is exactly what we want. It's gone back into that mode. So this is going to be in type. We want to do a get env, and did it have like a library? It was just a little bit to the right, and so charts. Path equals get env of path. In all case, that's just what it is. And if path not equal to null, well, like what happens if path is null? Yeah, I actually wonder what is meant to be happening there. We can try and simulate this. So we can start a bash. We can set our path to, well, we can even like unset path, curse things to do. Why would you do such a thing? You notice my Git PS1 just stopped working because we can't do a bunch of stuff. We probably can't even run bash. We can run bash if we go to it manually. Then the PS1 comes back. We'll go back to the curse shell. Voice got really deep all of a sudden. So what happens here when we have this? So we can't say what. I think it just won't let you do things. It'll tell you what things are. Perfect. So I think if we go back to here, if path is not null, we can do things with it. So, this string like mutable, or like what's the deal with it? Appointed to the corresponding value string. Well, the secure one is like. I think it's playing a clock. Another one. It returns a pointer. Right, the caller must take care not to modify the string. That would change the environment of the process, right? So that is interesting. Right, so that kind of means that we can't do stuff like this. So we probably need a char start pointer, and it can start at path, and like while not p is while we have something, we want a p plus plus. But we also want to say not equal to colon. And at which point here, the thing between path and colon is a path. So how do we do that? Oh, yeah, we can do some like real curse stuff. I like it. So what I'm going to do here is we can't modify path. It's kind of interesting that it didn't say it returned a const char. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the idea of const in C. Read up again, but eh, I don't know. There's better things to do than read sometimes. So what I want to do here, at this point here, I'm either at a null byte or a colon, which either way, I don't really care. I have a difference between the where I'm at and where I started, and that's going to be a path. And so this could probably get casted to an int, which I believe is needed for a print f type thing. Well, no, like what am I trying to do here? I mean, end of the day, I want to see whether a particular thing does. So yeah, I do actually just want to do an AES print f, and the thing that I want to do is I want to do something like star of a string. Is that, yeah, of a string, and so that is going to be our directory part of the path, and we're going to chuck on a old slash just because we can, and then we're going to chuck on the name of the argument that we're looking at. And to do this, I'll just have to remind myself, maybe by doing a printf. I'm looking up in 3 years. So printf, it talks about when you can have this. So the width comes first. So when you get a start, it'll read a thing. It's kind of funny. I look this up every time, but I have to remind myself. And the compiler reminds me that here we have the path, the size of the string, and then we have the path, and then we can chuck in our arg. And this is going to be our file name, and the ASPrintf, yeah, it actually gives us a file path, something like that. And I think I just want to assert that this not equal to 0, and that enough. Yeah, that would be enough. So here we have a file path, and we can set it to null to start with. But it will become the printed string, so it should be the file that we're kind of looking at. And I guess here we want to do that stat thing. So we had, we didn't have it in here. Different project. but in here, yeah. So in here we have we can call a function stat, and we can find out a bunch of stuff about it. And I believe that you can get like executable bits, because that's what I want to get. Maybe if I look up to obstat, do you tell me a bit more? Executable. No, maybe stat isn't what I want. Is L stat? Or this just talks about all the stats, so we don't need to know about them. What about like access? Because I need to know whether it is a executable file, which I guess means it can't be. Yeah, so I think I might look this up. See, get executable. But how do we do this? No. Um, uh, read like the machines file. Like how do we do that? Read a file's permissions. That's what we want. It was access. I was eyeing it up at the bottom of this access too, and I was thinking it's probably access. Access. But I think we also need to do stat to see whether it is a. Yeah, so we can just see whether we can do it. I think we need to do a stat to see whether it exists. Duh, duh, duh. Yeah, I think we need to do a stat in two, which will be able to tell you whether it is a regular file or something. Because like you kind of need to know whether. Then you need to like follow links and stuff. But we can do like a switch like this, and we can do. We can kind of just ignore the directories. So I think I might do a little switchy statement like this. And is that all the things that it could be? Uh, um, yeah, kind of interesting. I'm like kind of going above and beyond the thing. So what's this about LStat doing it? Because I thought LStat will do this. Is saying that it doesn't accept the mode bits and that. Um, so it might not be legit. But then we just straight off the bat use it after doing an LSTAT. I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably just use stat because we need to see whether it exists. And is this what we? Right. Yeah, we can get a lot of errors here, but we just want to find out if we don't get an error. Yeah, if we don't get an error. Right, so let's do this. And it is a struct stat that we are putting things into. Struct stat. We can call it info. Then we path name and pointed to that buffer. Right, so our path name is going to be the file path, and we can have a pointer to the buffer. And this was maybe going to return not 0, well, -1. So if it's 0, if that is equal to 0, that is success. In which case we need to do an access thing to see. Well, no, we first need to do a big switch on the thing that maybe it suggested. Not help. That's what I want. I can't do that. Right, so I've got that kind of in my thing. That's all right. Oh, it does have the mode. Is the mode what I want for? No, SD mode is kind of what I'm looking at. And maybe I'll look up 3 for this thing. SD mode, file type and mode. Yeah, so I think that is just file type and mode. inode 7. Inode file type and mode. Right, file type and mode are discussed below. File type and mode. Perfect. So we get the file permission bits as well. We just want to see whether. I think doing the access after this would be the best way to do it. But we kind of want to make sure that it is a regular file. But then, like, we can't really call bash. We can't really call symbolic links. So what am I doing? I think I want to do hey? Golly. What about if we do a little formula? Perfect. I think I want to do like we have no method, yeah. Maybe I'll do a little the magic. Um, do something like that. And is this like what I'm trying to work out is whether this is everything that we kind of need to think about. So I think uh, there are some that just they should be errors, I guess. You mentioned that file mode. Um, but if it is a directory, what do we do if it's a directory? I don't know, like that's a directory, it can't be found. So, but in them we have like some things like the STD hack looks like one, and what is the type of that. So it is that. Even though I wonder, I'll do some things. Chmod minus X on just the ZSTD. Got some creds for that. And so that's just got no. I should have seen what it had before, but here it's no longer a thing. But what if we do that type? Now it's not found, so it followed through the symlink to work out where we actually were. Um, so I'll ch mod plus x that again, and it will find it. Perfect. And if we did something like this, it finds a different one, but that's all right. Perfect. Right. So I think it will never be. Oh no, it could be a directory. So if it's a directory, it seems to just be everything. But like, I feel like I could say what type it is based on this, but well, like, what's the meaning of type? Help type, display information about command type. So it is meant to be a command. So I think, yeah, a bunch of these. Uh, what bad mode and character device directory, yeah. Um, I kind of want to do some of the magic. So maybe I'll do something like this. No, maybe I'll do something like this. Right, so we got the queue. There we go. So I want to. I want to do that, and then I want to do that, and then probably that, and then that, and then that, and then that. And then maybe that, and then there, and then we can do stuff like this and like all of these things we don't care about, but that one we do, that one we do, and this one we don't, and we can bring that up to here. And here we can just do a big old break. So if it is a symlink, we want to see what it's doing. Otherwise, we want to get this access and see whether we can access it with right things. So what does access do with symlink? Yeah, we can symlink it. Excellent. Perfect. So is that something that we would have to do? So I guess that just does it by default. Perfect. This is what I want to do. So our mode is going to be X OK. Yeah, I guess that's what we need. So access path name and returns an int. So we can do that. Access, and we had a path name, did we not? It was called file path and X. Okay. And if this had some return codes, all I feel like we could almost not do the stat. I wonder if we should. Because if this does not exist, yeah, so test whether the file exists and has these things. So yeah, let's get out of this. Even though that was kind of nice, we kind of can just go this and get rid of all of that. Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. And here we still need to work out what access needed. Return. So 0 is the 1. So if equal to 0, then we are doing some things. In fact, we can just, we've done a thing. But I do want to check in the old bash. We'll do some tests. I like doing some tests. I'll start a new bash and like maybe PS1 bash. That. Maybe do that and that. And just so we know, this is where we are. So we have some stuff. Maybe we can also do like path equal to temp hue. That doesn't exist, I don't think. I don't really want to do that. We can do that. And the rest of and then I can add this and I can chuck in the files here. And if I plus X on these, So this is a file with executable bytes, and we can probably go to file foo. Can't open it. Is that because there is a foo? Interesting. Is this because it doesn't have the shebang? Surely it doesn't get to that stage. Maybe I'll do just a file foo here. It is doing some like kind of strange stuff. What do I want to do? I want to come back here. Let me know that I'm still here, and maybe I'll make yeah, I'll just make this echo one. Hi. So we do have a command. If we did the path as well, path equal to right. So this is going to be temp hue, and also I think I know what the problem is. Home hue temp. We'll do that instead. And we'll start all that again with that, except we'll let us have all the rest of the stuff. So if we make the temp cool, and do that. So if we move temp hue food to here, and maybe RM do Q, just clean up after ourselves, maybe go back to where we were. If we go foo here, cool, we get some stuff. So now if we go type foo, it's hashed. Oh, what if we hash D foo and do it again? It'll tell me where it is. It's kind of interesting. So only when it's like kind of hashed. So what do I want to kind of look at next? So this kind of means that we can have some stuff in temp foo, and what if we chmod minus r that file there, and so now no one has read, no one has the read bit, and if we go type foo, it still reckons it's there, but like we can't run it, which is interesting. Well, I guess it is going to try and run it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like doing something, but yeah, what I'm wondering is whether I also want to go R OK and it's okay. Is it R OK? We don't really care about writing, but we do care about reading. So if these two are the case, if we have access, we have found it. And we can also print out what we're doing. And that goes to there. So this means, yeah. So we just say food is, and then the path, which is going to be file path. Hey, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And then if we're not found, we do stuff like that. But then, like, if we're not found, we could also have I feel like early, like free. Yeah, I might do this. Free continue, and then we can kind of shift things down a bunch, and here we can if found free and continue. So we can kind of just split things into its kind of parts. It does duplicate things a bit, but then now we don't really need to do this. But here we could go for me because it's just a file. Because who knows if it is? Like if I, yeah, type a dot out. Let's see, it doesn't know, but if I do a dot out, which I guess I could do now. It's kind of just like this. Um, which I guess like I should only really do if it starts with a dot slash or well, really if it just contains a slash. Um, so str true of arg, and if it has a slash n, it's accessible. Then just print it out. And this can probably just go breathe and continue rather than do a separate like thing. Right, so they'll kind of do that, and at that point there, we know it's not a thing, so that's all good. We compile. We don't compile at the moment. We don't have access. It's in Unistd. Do we not have Unistd yet? Include Unistd.h. I knew we would need it eventually. Right, file path is not declared. That's because it's just itself. It'll be kind of cool if, I mean, Bash doesn't do it, but like in this case here, it would be kind of cool if it just magically expanded to that. I mean, I know there's a real path of a dot out that will tell me, so I guess that's all I really need to do. Right, so if we do that, that's not in the while loop. So this here, I could probably also just go free continue because we're not actually in a while loop. The problem was here. Although, do we want to be? All right, I take that back. We kind of want to be. We want to be while p not equal to do that. Yeah. and then I guess path can be equal to p, and then eventually both path and that will kind of magically go in. And we can test that if that works. Yeah, cool. So let's actually test that. So if we go type in bash, it's having a thing. It's in an endless loop. So that is probably because where is the loop? Is it because I had like a weird thing there? No. Seems weird that that compiled. C is normally a little picky about things. Right, so we do that. I kind of want to do a debug on this bad boy. How do we get this a little bigger? So we're at the command prompt and we do type bash. But I think I first want to do a break at type command and then continue. Type bash. And so now we should have the things we want. Right, so we have an I. It was bash. That is correct. Shouldn't be in any of our things. We don't have access. Right, so what do we have in our path? We have a lot of things in our path actually, but that's all right. So P has gone up to that point there. Excellent. I see what's happening. I see what's happening. See already. And like we won't use path after this. Right, we'll try and run it and type bash. It's still in a endless loop. So I want to kind of break it, type command, and then just run that bad boy, and then type bash, and we can see what is happening. I kind of want to do layout source p arg. So we get bash, we try and find it. We don't have a thing, right? So I kind of want to do a display path and display p, which should yeah, should kind of jump forward. So this should go to but P hasn't moved. Yeah, I think I just need to do a little check. So if star P not equal, well, like this whole thing will kind of fall through. So if star P not equal to Now, what we can do is maybe just do this, but we can also do P++. For plus P, yeah, we want plus P. So that will only increment P if it's not pointing to a null byte. So otherwise it is pointing to a null byte when it's this while loop here. But then when it gets to this point, it's not pointing to a colon, pointing to the next one. Right, so now if we do type bash, we get type bash not found. Not found's not actually a good thing. I would have thought that it is found. And we also leak a bunch of stuff. So I kind of want to jump back into debugger again, and make sure that our things are getting set right. So what was this? This was I have forgotten the thing that I was doing. Type command. That is what I want to break it. Sure. And so if we go to type batch, we should do it. That can we read all things? Right, so it reckons it couldn't find things. So I wonder if at this point, right, so file path has done too much. P file path. So it's taken the whole thing, my whole path. So what is E minus path is 21. So that's kind of interesting that it's. Oh, that's like a minimum width, isn't it? Yeah, so I need a. Gross. So we have path name equals str in loop, and this is going to be the n is second, and then second here. So this is going to be our path, and it's going to be our int of p minus path. Right, and then from here we don't need to do this magic. We do that, and here we'll do path name, and then we'll get that. And here we can probably free the name. We don't need that anymore. But we do need to free the file path at some point, which I guess could happen just after this access check. So we can go free file path. And was there like another leak that they had? But yeah, if we run this type bash, yeah, cool. It sees everywhere it got. Right, once we found one, we should probably break and not try other paths, and then we'll do the there. So if we run that again, type dash only has the one. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. I think add that up. in. Maybe, well, actually, no, the a.out doesn't need to be there. I'm not sure where it came from. And if we do a push on this, does this show us a bunch of ticks? It does. Cool. Well, that's that. I think that can be all for now. Get a sneak peek at the next one. Running a program, that'll be fun. There's some syscalls that can do that. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you another time. See ya.